Hello. I'm very happy to be able to start a session on urban technologies because besides of my business interest in this topic, I'm also like a big fan of innovation that's coming in this space. I think that technologies are making our lives significantly better day by day. I was actually reminded of this yesterday when I was going to the speaker's briefing in Old City Hall in the center of Tel Aviv. And I had only my phone with me. I didn't check how to get there. In the middle of the way, my phone failed, but I thought I would be okay. I had my address, so I figured I'm gonna get to the city hall. I ended up in Ramekdan, an hour from the place I wanted to be. So this reminded me how much we're taking the technology for granted, and the problems that were so important a couple of years ago basically don't exist anymore. So now we're going to be talking about some new problems that me and colleagues on the session are trying to solve, maybe not as big as navigation, and yet maybe in a couple of years we'll also be taking them for granted. So now I would like to invite to the stage Marli Fabishevich from Unlike Media. Ling Jong-gu from Love to Trail. And Zohar Sharon from the municipality of Tel Aviv. So I have the pleasure to start with my presentation. As was mentioned, I'm co-founder and CEO of Safari, the company behind Startup Safari Events, which internally we described as distributed events, which basically means that they have no location, no venue. Instead of having one venue as we have here, we tend to spread the events all over the city. We like to say that we turn the city into the venue. We create a platform in which we allow other parties to choose locations, create their own events, and upload them to our program. This program is later on put on our website and a mobile app and made available to all attendees. And the attendees have only one ticket, and yet they can choose their own schedules. They create their own agendas that they follow on the day of the event, traveling across the city. We had our first event in Berlin this year in the beginning of September with over 80 locations all across the city. Over 70 companies organized over 120 events that people traveled and visited like wherever they wanted, whenever they wanted. So at this point, you probably think that we're an event company. Nothing further from the truth. We see this issue of getting from one place to another as a technology challenge rather than organizational challenge. So what we're focusing on right now is trying to solve some of these problems with tech. An example of an issue that we're struggling with right now is how to predict where people will go, where they will be late, where they will not show up. Because when you have 80 locations and when you have 120 events on one day, you can be sure that people will miss events, that will be late for them. So we're trying to predict when and why this is going to happen. Another thing that we're working on is like more advanced networking feature. So when we control the whole experience, when we create the concept of the event and we create software for it, we can go after much more advanced ideas. So to give you an example, let's say that I want to meet John during the event, but I don't really want to cold call him or send him a message online, even though I know that he's going to be there. So instead, I mark him as my favorite. And as soon as we go into the same room or we go to the same location, I will get a push notification, hey, John is here. You have a chance to talk to him. We also see this whole concept as a great opportunity for helping people find better jobs. And when you think about this, when you go to a given company and you meet their team, you see their culture, you see what they're working on, you even see their office, isn't it a better way to decide whether you want to work for this company or not, rather than checking their website and seeing a job listing? So we believe that we can build a whole layer for recruitment on top of this concept. However, before we get there, we have to get up to scale. Because building software for one single event taking place in one city doesn't really make sense. It just consumes too much resources. So what we're doing at the moment is trying to scale to franchise to other cities. We work with city governments because we think that it's a fantastic way to showcase what kind of valuable, amazing companies are based in these cities. We also try to work with existing events. So when we would go to, let's say, Dublin, we wouldn't discover America. We would try to work with Web Summit and just add to their event as a complementary feature. We don't see this as competitive to a conference. Similarly, as here, you can attend City Summit today and DLD Festival in the next days, and after that, during Open Startup, you can check out the companies that are based in Tel Aviv. We would like to spread this similar experience all over the world in many cities around. And finally, we try to work with communities. So we, as I mentioned, we see ourselves more as a platform rather than a single event. And in Berlin, we got many other event organizers involved. So it was not only companies, but also people who organize other events. We gave them a platform. We allowed them to choose their own locations and choose their own formats. So they organized networking events, they organized panels. It was all included in one coherent program that everybody chose for themselves. So that's the gist of what we're working on. I'm happy to answer any questions online if you guys would have further inquiries. And now I would like to pass it over to Lee.
Hi, everybody. I appreciate that you stayed in this hour. My name is Zohar Sharon. I'm the Chief Knowledge Officer of the Tel Aviv Municipality. And I will start. Where is my, oh, thank you. There is a short movie, 1 minute movie. Can you put it? This is the municipality building, okay? It's in Hebrew, I know. But you understand the idea, right? Okay. So, a municipality. What do you think the role of the municipality is? Give me ideas. What is the role of the municipality? What?
Create your urban infrastructure for its civilians and its services.
Wow. Okay. Parking tickets, right, of course. So when we asked our residents, what is Tel Aviv for you? What do you think they told us? What is Tel Aviv for you? I will get short. In short, I will say parking, not parking, parks, and free, and all kinds of good things. And we asked them, what do you think is a municipality? What do you think about your municipality? What do you think they asked? What do you think they told us? Okay? Bureaucracy, problems, parking, money, taking, okay? So a municipality role is to take care of the quality of life in a given city. But, just a minute, okay? They are saying that the municipality is unconnected, bureaucracy, not in touch with the life of the resident, and so on. So Tel Aviv municipality has made many transactions online accessible in the last years, but the feeling was that it is not enough. It's not enough. Something has to be done to strengthen the connections and sense of partnership between the municipality and its residents, okay? So we thought about an idea, okay? A municipality is there at every stage of the circle of life of the residents, okay? By developing intelligent, timely, and learning communication between the municipality and its residents, we can learn a lot about our residents, okay? And we can give them a lot of information, a unique information for them, okay? So the challenge is how to manage customized information intelligently and deliver it to the residents at the right time and place. This is the challenge, okay? So when we are speaking about municipalities, there are 3 levels. The level 1 is reactive, to respond after residents approach. The level 2 is proactive, information push and activities across all channels generically to all residents. But in Tel Aviv, we're at level 3, intelligently active, matching information to individual needs in accordance with their cycle of life, living area, data, and personal interests. So this is the main challenge, okay? For taking the municipality from a reactive municipality to an intelligently active municipality, okay? So we call it the digital. It's not a mistake, it's not a digital, it's a digital Tel Aviv-Yafo, okay? Digital Aviv-Yafo. And we call the Tel Aviv-Yafo Digital Citizens Club, okay? And tens of thousands residents club member benefits from personal transaction, benefits, and target individual information. So the residents get discounts and benefits for the digital card holders, okay? But the main issue is giving them personal, geographically localized information fitted to the life stage of the citizen. We are doing it with a lot of multiple channels of communication, newsletters, text messages, personal area, social networks, and so on. But it is a unique information just for the resident who is living in one neighborhood, okay? For example, we know at Tel Aviv all the dog owners, okay? So personal invitation to dog owners. The first doggy round was last week, okay? Wishes for the newborn and target information to the new parents, okay? Calling residents of a specific neighborhood to decide on the nature of the renovation of the neighborhood. We know where are they living. We can send them just the right message to the neighborhood, okay? Sending community activities at nearest community center to the residence home and invite parents with children aged 6 to 12 to register. Greeting golden age citizens and getting them interested in fitted activities at the nearest community center, nearby hiking trails, and etc. And you can see a lot of unique messages to our residents. So dozens of internal organization knowledge employees from all the municipality units continuously updating information for the residents. And finally, hundreds of residents continue to join the club every day. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Tel Aviv. Hello, City Summit. Everybody still here? Somebody sleeping? Okay, good. So my name is Marley Fabiszewicz. I'm founder of Unlike, and I want to speak about city discovery today. Can we get the presentation up? City discovery. So Unlike is a city guide. We've been around for around 5 years now. We are covering, oh, I need this thing, right? True. So we're covering about 20 cities. You can get our app on the iOS store, on the Android store, and on the Windows Phone store. Basically all platforms covered. So far 250,000 apps downloaded. I think our USP is our unique, created, curated content. This goes so far that journalists write about Unlike that if they get told to jump off the bridge, they would seriously consider it. What we do, we have a big variety of places. That means, you know, we can have the little hummus shop in the back alley, but also the 5-star hotel. What it has to be special, unique, it has to be unlike. That's what we stand for. However, recently, you know, we've been thinking how to evolve this. And basically, I've been in Tokyo recently, and Tokyo is one of the cities which we don't cover with Unlike. So I've been basically navigating the city with Foursquare, Google Maps, blogs, Zagat. It was exhausting. Actually, it was really bad. You know, my friends who were traveling with me were waiting for me all the time. I was all the time on my phone trying to find something, and I couldn't really find the right experience. So what I think, you know, we have to take it to the next level now. There's just too much noise out there. It's not really filtered. And I don't want to search. I don't want to, you know, look around. I just want to have a pleasant experience when I land in a city which I don't know, like a concierge-style experience. So we discussed this for a long time now, and we came up with the idea of a new product. And the new product is an iteration of Unlike. It's called Uncover. So we think when you go to a city, you're not going to run around through the whole city. You basically base yourself in one neighborhood, and you want to see 5 to 10 places in one neighborhood, and these needs to be tailored to your personal needs. It got to be dynamic, it has to be contextual, it has to be based on your social graph and your interest graph. And that's what we're doing right now. So basically, the new product called Uncover will have the abilities where you can connect Foursquare, Twitter, Facebook. We will analyze the check-ins of yourself, of your friends. We will analyze your interest. And based on this, we will create a custom tailored guide for your city experience. Also, we will basically give you real-time information. We will get the contextual aspect into that, meaning, what's the weather like? If the weather is great, we're going to send you to the beer garden. If the weather is crap, we're going to send you to the museum. So this is the experience. I know, museum, right? Yeah, well, all right, we'll always send them to the museum, no worries. So, oh boy. So the cultural experience is also for us very important, and this is something Unlike was always standing for. We always have a big listing of great galleries, great museums, and exhibitions. So we'll make sure we get people out there. Don't worry. But we want to take it even a step further now, and technology is playing into our hands at the moment. I don't know if you have heard about the new technology which has been released with iOS 7. It's called iBeacon. iBeacon is based on Bluetooth Low Energy, and it enables us to create micro-locations. It's a little device you can plug into a store, a museum, or a restaurant, and this little thing enables you to navigate within the proximity and within the premises. And also communicate with the users. That means when I have my Unlike app in the background running and I'm passing a store, and this store basically has an information for me, let's say, the new lunch menu or a special offer, they can push me this information. On top of this, if you go to a museum, I will be able to navigate within the museum, yeah? I can stand in front of an image, and basically if I stand there longer than 1 minute, I get all the information because it seems my interest is like based on this image. So we're going to be starting a beta trial in Berlin end of this year, where we'll be enabling around 100 merchants to install iBeacons. And that's going to be our trial. But I think this technology is really, really fascinating. It doesn't only enable us to navigate the user, but also, like Javier said, oh, he's not there anymore, we can do payment, we can do targeted offers, and all these things. So this is what we're working right now, and the future is even brighter. The future looks for us even that we look at augmented reality. Think Google Glass. That's how you're going to be navigating the cities in the future, right? You're going to be seeing the things in front of yourself, and these things will be based on your social graph, interest graph, on contextual information, and basically, give you a unique experience. Wearable computing, and what comes with it, with the beacons, it's a granular profile of the user. It's some very interesting data we want to use for the future to enable merchants and to enable users to have an amazing experience and communication. So many more things, in-car navigation, great stuff. So what it is, we want an effortless, tailored, dynamic city discovery experience. And this is what Unlike and basically our new product, Uncover, is aiming for the future. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my turn is last. So after 5 minutes, we'll complete it. We developed a new innovation technology. We call it user-created app. So everybody can create their own apps without approval of Apple or Google. So now the current generation becomes the C. C means creation, so curation like a museum. They try to find out is fake or original. Also connection, community, convergence. So this is our new generation. So we provide them with user-created apps. So C generation, they try to dance, love, and feel happy, and open their hearts, find out the subject to talk, learn about the new culture, also find out new friends. So this is new generation. So I would like to show one demonstration. So you can see the user create lots of apps. One of them, Sai, Korean guy. So his song is Gangnam, is a famous place in Seoul. So everybody knows him. But user create the app as Sai's app. So you can see his all kind of history, activity, do albums. He's how much famous. So in this way, the C generation can see in mobile device, smartphone, about Sai. So how user can create apps? So just make app's name. We call it K-pop in Israel. And create it. And then we go to the contents. So in Tel Aviv, the old port, the young C generation in Israel. So we put text and photos, also URL of videos. And then we check the location information. It's old port in Tel Aviv. If location is wrong, we can fix it. Yeah, and then we post it as app. Some keywords, old port, and entertainment, and then post it to the public. So the iPad is using the Wi-Fi. So now it's published in public. So everybody can download it. And then as an app, they can use it. So the user can download it. Yeah, now download it as an app. So they can see in a way of the smartphone device, that PC, and then they can use it in current location, and then navigation. They can go to this event from here. So this is the user-created app. So we build the user-created app community. So now back to presentation. So the C generation in Israel, they feel like one use case, Korean wave, Korean pop, we call it K-pop. So they like it very much. So they gather together. But they would like to know about Korean culture. Yeah, they would like about new friends in Korea. So how to make it? So we build on as use case, this community, user-created app for new culture, new friends. So this is Israelis. They like the Korean now. Not only in Tel Aviv, Istanbul. Just last month, 30,000 young guys in Istanbul, they sold out, tickets are sold out to see the K-pop in Istanbul. Also LA, 20,000 young people gathered, the tickets sold out, and they enjoyed the K-pop. So there are many idols like EXO. So user can create an app about the EXOs. So they learn about all kinds of the history, album, activity about EXO. So the one edge use case, Korean wave can spark a fire like French wave, or British wave, or American wave, or Israeli wave. so Latin America wave. So we create user-created app community. Thank you.